Hello, hello, folks. Hello to this Wednesday evening. It's Wednesday, isn't it? Yeah. Um, I hope you have recovered well from the letter from Matt Furor that I have forgot the name in the video I posted today. I figured today, I don't have anything super special. Because the double XP event is gonna start on Thursday, so tomorrow. Actually tomorrow, I thought it's the day after tomorrow. But anyway, and I will probably do some grinding when that one is coming up. So today we are just in for some daily writs right now, and probably something else, the endeavors specifically. Maybe we can find something interesting and find something to talk about when you guys are joining. Looking forward. Yesterday I had to talk with my ex-girlfriend, so I'm glad that's over. We can talk about that later when some people have joined in, if you want to. Other than that, we are just doing the chores more or less, and we will see how much gold we can get together, because frankly I'm running a bit dry lately because of the motive hunt I'm still not done with. I have spent like 5 million gold already. So and I'm not even close to being done right now. So yeah, if I sound a little tired, then I'm sorry. I've been napping for an hour ago. An hour ago, I got up again. My rhythm is a bit skewed right now. It kind of sucks. We will see. I have to see if I can get that back on track soon enough. Because with all the darkness lately going on, like outside, it's sometimes a bit hard to stay motivated. I'm already chugging vitamin D, but it can only do so much. Yeah. Yes, you can see I'm just on 1.1 million on this main character and 5 million in the bank. Yeah, I'm getting issues here. I'm getting issues here. It's a bit of an issue right now. But we can have a quick look on the progress I've made so far. Unfortunately, it only shows the completed books for every character, so some of these characters are quite far ahead in these pages. But as you can see, the regatta is almost done. I have actually, it is done because I've been collecting the 2 missing motive pages for this one for the last character. And the last ones here are taking a bit of time, especially Malakath and Abbas Watch. They are very expensive. And Dark Brotherhood is also, the availability is atrocious. It's atrocious. I have major issues with completing that. So this is the main character done for now. I think we are going for some motive pages hunt right now, so I can learn them with all of the other characters as well. By the way, I realized that when you learn a full motive page, like the 14 pages, that amounts to, I think it was 9k, or was it for 3? Oh, I'm not quite sure anymore. Well, maybe we'll see later. But it's like 3k or 9k. I'm not, damn it. I wish I could be certain about this experience that you're getting from this. So what you can essentially do is that you could, in theory, level characters by learning motive pages. And I think that's kind of crazy because it's also affected by the experience scrolls you have active. And it's also affected by the, what's it called? The enlightened experience for the champion points when you have them. So yesterday, when I've been learning all these motive pages, I did like on one character, I just got 30,000 experience from learning all the motive pages, which I find kind of funny. I was thinking maybe I should do some calculations about that, how many of these motive pages you would have to learn in order to max level a character. But then I was like, you know what? I got enough stuff on my plate right now, so it's basically only a theoretical question anyway. But I think that's kind of fun that it is possible, and it's kind of worthy to actually do it, I guess. But yeah. If you haven't been around for the Monday stream, this is essentially what I'm doing lately. I'm scouting the auction houses for the motive pages I'm missing, and it's a big pain in the backside because I have just click every individual motive page that I've set up in Awesome Guild Store to get a good look of the motive pages that are available, and sometimes or oftentimes they are overpriced, like this one. Usually goes for 6.7k. I'm paying 10k right now because I just want to be done with it. And this is basically my content I'm playing lately. Or like sometimes you like find a page that you need and then somebody put it up for 125,000 and I'm like, why would you do that? Why don't you want to sell it? And this is how I lost, or I spent so much money already. We're getting that overpriced, but anyway. So yeah, if you're joining in, please lift my pain a little bit and chat with me. It would be greatly appreciated. I'm curious to hear what you think about the letter that we have gotten yesterday from the studio lead something. That would be cool if you can chat about this a little bit. And also today I tried to integrate the chat window into the stream itself, which was more annoying than you'd think. And my PC is screaming right now. My PC is really not fit to stream anymore. If we would stream any other game, basically, it would die. So I really have to get a hold of a new PC or new hardware, but I can't afford that. Hey Wolf, hello or Nabend. Yeah man, how are you doing? How are you doing today? By the way, what did you do with your 1 million gold that you've gotten the other day from the giveaway? I'm curious to see if you have invested that into something. I kind of regret doing that now because I'm like very low in gold. And grinding manually for gold is I haven't done that for ages because of the writs I'm usually doing and stacking up on gold. So this endeavor with collecting all these pages, wait, no, I'm not done. With all these pages is not good for my purse. Alrighty, we're also entering a stage where I'm not quite sure which kind of motives I still need, because for most of, or at least for a lot of these, I have completed a lot of the pages that all the characters need. So I also have to check for the, what is it? Is it character knowledge or trait buddy? Either one of the authors two will tell me how many of my characters have learned that, and you can see that in the tooltip in the lower part in the middle, known by, it says 6 out of 10. So, and I also can tell in the top right from this tooltip that I don't have it in my bank or my inventory, so that means I still need that. So this is basically what I'm doing here, and clicking through all these. But if we are, if we have all of these different motive pages done, then that's it, and that's it. Oh, same as you do right now, but for my first character. Ah, you're trying to complete the motives on one character. I'm actually close to being done in that regard. But the recollection motives are so expensive that I'm kind of holding out on that right now because, well, just as I said, you know, I kind of have to prioritize what I do with my gold right now. And also the Frostcaster, the Frostcaster motive is in the store right now, and I want to get that, but I can't because I'm once again too poor. I have like $25 or so left for this month, so this gives you an idea how much I'm struggling with money. But fortunately, Christmas is around the corner, so that will save me a little bit in that. Okay, that's overpriced, but we need that. It's gonna save me a little bit, so I'm kind of working towards Christmas so I can get the Frostcaster motive and, you know, basic stuff like groceries. So, yeah. Oh, man. But I guess I'm used to it, you know. I have been short on money for years, so I kind of made it work so far, and I'm gonna keep making it work in the future. Okay. Yeah, let's check the summer rows, but usually there's nothing much. I don't pay real money for the game aside of ESO Plus. Well, if you have ESO Plus, then you have probably enough crowns that you could get the Frostcaster motive if you want. But you need to know that I think the Crown Store motives, they don't count towards higher mastery drop chances. At least that's what I've been hearing. Basically impossible to figure out. So yeah, not quite sure there. Okay, that's not that big of a haul today. I'm not gonna do this for an hour or so right now. I can. By the way, I'm on 121 out of 128 known, and there's 3 in there that are, as you can see here, that are Crown Store exclusive. Frostcaster is, I can hopefully get that still this month, despite my lack of financial, despite the lack of the finances. And I think the Chesky was up at some point, and I kind of missed it. And Grim Harlequin, I haven't seen it in ever since I've been playing. Soul Shriven, obviously, I have to complete Catwell Silver, but I'm on the last zone right now. Yesterday I completed Eastmarch. And yeah, Recollection, Blind Path, Cultist, and Westfield Legion. Westfield Legion is fine, it's not that expensive anymore, but the Recollection, Blind Path, they're usually in the 6-digit price category. So this is why I have not done them. But essentially, I'm almost basically done. One zone still for Soul Shriven. Then the Westfield Legion I will just collect when I find the pages or have the gold left over, and then I'm gonna wait for the last motive that are exclusive to the Crown Store and get those. But yeah, the rest is done. All right, let's have a look at the Skingrad traders. Also, just like on Monday, I did not eat yet, so I kind of have to get offline at some point. Because you see, I would like to like order food and keep streaming and stuff like this, but as I said, like $25 left on my bank account this month. That's not really doable. Yeah. But I got my coffee here, so yeah. Does it, by the way, work with the chat? Yeah, it seems to work, right? You see the chat? I would have liked to make the text bigger, so it's not so tiny for you to see, but I would have to increase the size of this whole window, and then basically the whole screen is full of chat, and that kind of sucks. But I can't figure out how to do it otherwise. It doesn't work for some reason, so oh. Okay. Wolf, have you seen the letter from Matt Furor yesterday with the announcement for 2025 and the resume for 2024? And if so, what do you think? Wow, damn, what a guild. Nothing up here. Gee, okay. Ultimate Trader, and I'm expecting things though. Anakin chests, nah. Damn it, I have those. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, we got that one. Okay, you know what, folks? I can't really be bothered to do this right now. We are... Oops. We're just gonna... Hello? Ah, okay. I can't do that right now. We're just gonna do the Ritz with the other characters real quick. And hope for some other people to join in. I watched a video from Jake Clips who talked through the letter. Yeah, I was kind of too late with that, wasn't I? He was like pulling in 17K in views, and I don't know, my video kind of died because I didn't do it yesterday, but I did it today, so I suppose I was too late. But yesterday, yeah, I had that talk with my girlfriend in the early evening, and that went for like 2 hours or something, and then I came home and I wasn't really interested in doing more like this. I was trying to settle the stuff that we've been talked about in my head. Yo, what's up? How's the day going? Yo, Finn. My day is all right, I suppose. Been producing that one video today, and otherwise just chilling. How about you, my friend? What was your Wednesday like? Or how is your Wednesday like? I don't know where you're from, but for me it's like 6:30. I am not a PvP player, but harder overland content and more focus on guild events sounds interesting. Yeah, I agree. This is basically the thing I've been taking from this, the overland content and the revisiting old zones and trying to make them more pretty. Yeah, like I said in the video, or like you have seen in other videos, perhaps, is that we get the first new content in March. March 2025 will be the first content. There will be bigger announcements in April. So we are not getting anything in January as we are used to. So yeah, and in March the thing we are getting is just Bednik, Stros M'Kai, and Bleakrock Isle reworks visually. So did you hear that? And it doesn't really look good for 2025. So there's plenty of doomerism going on Reddit right now. And I get where they are coming from. I don't see it as bad, but I think ESO players have been burned a lot of times, so everyone is like thinking the worst. So when it doesn't come to the worst, it's not that bad. Yeah. I don't know what to think about it, because you see, for some part of me is also like, I don't want to believe that it's the end. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't believe it is the end, because, okay, she's done, I guess. I don't think it is the end, because it wouldn't make sense. When they still make money with this, they don't have a reason to go into maintenance mode. But I'm also like, as a content creator, I don't want to believe in it, part of it at least. Because if that would be the case, I would have to get into other content creation. And surely that is not something that is out of the picture. But I've been settled into ESO in the last 6 months, or whatnot. When did I start? Like 5 months now. It's going good. It's 11:30 a.m. where I'm at. Just woke up. You have a day off, Finn? Also 11:30, that makes it -7 hours, so you should be like central USA or Canada somewhere. Am I right? I know that -6 hours is East Coast. So for the East Coast, it's like 12:40 p.m. right now. Yeah. Finn, what do you think about the letter we have gotten from Matt Furor that I have never heard of before? I feel like I should know that kind of stuff, but I don't. Okay. You know what? Since she's almost done, I could, in theory, hunt for the helmets and maces. But that would mean I have to open up TTC, and with all the setup I'm having right here, I'm not sure if this is gonna work out. By the way, can you guys read the chat when you're just watching the stream? Can you read that, or is it like just background noise because it's so tiny? Like I said, I try to make that work, but it looks awful in my opinion. I can't really do anything with it. I can just enter the link into OBS, and then it takes that link and puts it on screen. But I would have liked to have bigger text, like double the size perhaps, and maybe even design it a little bit so I have like an outline or something. But I just wanted to get online, so I didn't commit any 2 or 3 hours into this right now. So I'm sorry if this is just still too small. It kind of is. I have to make that work at some point. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let me see if we can get those hunted. So what you can do in character knowledge, you don't really have the option to get these individual motive pages into a link that you can click. But in TradeBuddy, that does work. So what you can do is you can check your character knowledge, see what you're missing. Okay, Malakath, this is number 23. And in TradeBuddy, I can just scroll down to number 23. And what I can do here now is I can right-click that and link in chat and do that with Maces as well. Then I can send that in chat. You can't see the in-game chat right now. I'm very sorry. And then I can right-click that in chat and search online. And then I can open this in a new window. And for me, a window has opened up right now, and I can see, okay, it is once in Eldenroot for 20,000. And that's what we are going to get in just a second. And I do the same with the Malakath Maces. Press search online. And I can see there is... Wait a second, I have to change the screens. They are going for 25,000, but there is also one in Eldenroot. So Eldenroot Traveling Merchant is the guild, and Eldenroot Traders of the Covenant. Okay, these are the ones that we are going to check out. And now I have to go back to the stream. It's such a mess for me here, folks. With all the windows I have to keep open, and everything is like stuttering a little bit because my PC is crying. Yeah, too small for me. I read it aside of the stream. Yeah, god damn it. I want this to be integrated in the broadcast, because when the live stream goes into the recording of my channel, I would just like people to be able to see what people wrote that I'm referring to. But okay, well, we try that next time again. We keep it up like this for the moment. Okay, what did I say? Eldenroot, Traders of the Covenant, and something else. I'm gonna withdraw some gold here because we will be needing that. And okay, that's a bit much, but we can put that back in. And then let's go to Eldenroot real quick. By the way, Wolf, you said that you are trying to complete your motives. How far in are you by now? Are you further ahead than me, or are you still behind? Because if you're still behind, noob. So, there we go, Eldenroot. Gonna zoom here. Okay, one. I love that bug. I love that this is still a thing. Traders of the Covenant, this should be the first we need. Malakath. There we go. Please be still there. Helmets. Okay, it's overpriced, but we're getting that. And we can even get the legs for the other characters. Okay, that's heavily overpriced, but whatever. And the other one was, what's it called? Not this one. Was it Traveling Merchant? Yeah, Maces. Awesome. Alrighty. That means, you know what that means, guys? That means that 2 out of 10 characters are completed. Yay. Okay, you're way behind, I guess. Okay. Well. Hurry up, man. I'm not gonna do another giveaway for you to win 1 million gold. At least not yet. At least not right now. Oh, okay. Alright. Okay, that should be fine. We're gonna get her back to Skingrad City. 776 of 1526. Yeah. That's like halfway done, isn't it? Yeah, for me, it's like months ago since I've been getting on with that. And I know, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 months ago, when I was done with the motive collections for the other characters, at least I started out with like 10 or like, what was it? 10 or 20 full motive pages collected for all characters, and then I was like, yeah, okay, I'm happy with this. I don't have to commit any more time, and now I made this a goal that I have the same amount of motives on all my characters aside from my main. And I kind of forgot how awful it was to hunt for all these pages. I really did not miss that. What you're essentially doing, you're logging into the game, and for 1 hour or 2, depending on how long you want to do that, you're just staring at some sheets on Guild Traders and hoping that you find the stuff that you want. And yeah, I guess I could check that out on the TTC website. But honestly, if I don't need any specific page, then this is still basically the same amount of work that goes into this. So now we are. I'm so annoyed still by the chat being so tiny, you know? I have it on my TV right now, and it's readable for me, but I'm very close to it, and it's very large. And for you, it's incredibly tiny. I don't understand how I cannot set this up. Ah, man. I guess YouTube streaming is not that great. Maybe I should get into Twitch at some point, but then I will have to set up more stuff again. Okay, let's check out real quick if we have pages. You know what? We're not gonna bother with the pages today because I don't have many to begin with. So maybe the Regatta ones. The Regatta ones with the last character, because then out of the 10 characters have Regatta completed. So that's what we're doing. Just get the Ritz over with today and get some gold back in. I got this on in the background while I work. Thanks for the vibes. I love. Awesome, man. I like to hear that, Brooks. It's kind of a bit of a compliment that my voice is suited for this kind of stuff. And I appreciate you tuning in. Sherlock the Park, when is the Jubilee event again? Yeah, well, it should be in June, I guess. This is like the anniversary, so I'm assuming it should be June. At least it was June of this year. Yeah. We will see about Jubilee next year, if it will still be or will be again so profitable as it was this year. I still kind of don't really understand how this economy has kept up this time. I mean, it crashed in September or August or something, and the economy started crashing. But Jubilee held up pretty well, despite the fact that there was so much stuff coming into the economy and people were buying it. So, super relaxing voice. Oh, awesome, man. I love to hear that. That's awesome. See, that's what all of these years of smoking did. Yeah, completely not sarcastic. But I'm also fortunate that I have a somewhat decent microphone here. Few years back, like I don't know, 4 years or so, my headset broke, and I was thinking, you know what? I'm getting headphones and a standalone microphone. Got an interface here as well. And those headphones were expensive. I got these Beyerdynamics TT990, I think, with 250 ohm. Is it also the thing you're using in English? I guess so. So I had to get that interface, otherwise it would be super quiet. Ah, thankfully we don't have to craft anything. Yes. When are you going to do more audiobooks? Yeah, about that. I would like to actually. The thing is, I'm currently having so many videos or ideas or actual videos I'm currently working on that if I keep adding stuff on top of that, I have a hard time keeping track of all the stuff that I want to do. And then I usually get overwhelmed with this kind of stuff. I kind of did not do any more lore videos because the video I have didn't perform as well as I would have wanted it to. We have a CTR of like 2%, but truth be told, I would probably design that thumbnail different nowadays. We will see. We will see, because these lore videos actually take quite long, because when I'm like reading these books, I really have to kind of hit the what's it called, the mood of that book, you know. For instance, we had in the Ellicor Desert lore video, we had what's her name again with the Stibbons character? I forgot. But I had a good understanding of how she talks in game, so I had to kind of, or at least I wanted to match that somehow and get that vibe over. And since I'm not a native, and in these books there are words that I have never heard of, and I'm convinced that a lot of people that are native in English have not heard of these words either. I'm thinking that, I'm not thinking, I'm actually know that sometimes I have to do a few attempts to get those things right. Because if I have a goal to make this a thing what people can use to fall asleep to, then it has to have a flow, you know, it has to be smooth. I can't really put anything in there where I misspeak and try again or something like this. So it's not just reading, you know. Yeah, Laurent, actually, Lady Laurent. Thanks, Wolf. Exactly, Lady Laurent. I hate that character. So I don't really like the quote unquote annoying characters that I have added to the game. I guess with Narcissus Dren, at least you can always screw him over, so that's something. But like people like Lady Laurent, they are overdoing the joke, I guess. You know, I'm like, no, man, keep her out. I hate her. Yeah, I can't pronounce a lot of the words. Yeah, same. With the Ellicor Desert, there was a word, actually a few words that I had to practice before I was like reading this stuff, and every time this word came up, I screwed the take. You know, I had like maybe not 5 minutes, but like 2 minutes of voice, and then that word came, and I screwed it up, and I had to retake that whole take like 5 times or something. So I was like sitting on this whole paragraph. I think it was irreverent, and now I can kind of say that irreverent. I think I forgot what it means. Irreverent. Yeah, and you get, yeah, exactly, irreverent, and then after that there came like sacrophagi. Wolf, you are German, or at least you're native in German. Try to say irreverent for yourself, and then put it into a sentence and read it out that it actually does sound like you're a native. So this is what I've been struggling with in that video. That kind of sucked. But I made it work, and also I added like these background noises. I was really happy with that. I really liked the vibe that I was getting from this. But yeah, it took longer than I had hoped for. Maybe if I get more proficient in English, I can do these kind of videos quicker. At least that's what I'm hoping for. But as it stands right now, they take quite some work. Sorry if I'm coughing. I try to not do it into the mic. So, coffee's almost done. Uh-oh. Also, by the way, since I'm transparent and all that crap, you know, the last stream gave me 77 cents. I'm rich, man. Hey, leave me alone. Your English is way better than mine. I mean, I'm talking in English the whole day basically, and I'm consuming only English media essentially. So, don't do yourself dirty, Wolf. If you would do the same, you get more better. Yeah, exactly. Better in English as well. Sherlock, by the way, are you English, or what's your native language? Okay, it's how to drink coffee and do stuff. Did you know that I have the Mew? I love her. I really, really love that you have it on your arm. I didn't know that beforehand when I was getting this, because in the preview window it's not you can't really discern that. And I love that, man. I really, really hope that at some point we can interact with our pets. And I love this. Everything about this I love. I love the little feet here and how your character looks at her, and it's just amazing. I love it. Sorry for shilling for this companion, for this assistant here. Yeah. Peter, sup? Yo, Peter, what's up, man? How you doing today? How do you feel about the letter we have been getting yesterday about ESO? Is ESO dying or not? What do you think? Alrighty, our next character. We are halfway through. Yeah, no, even more than halfway through. Deep, 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 deep. Yeah, folks. Wednesday, isn't it? So, yeah, Christmas next week, huh? Man, I really didn't really get the memo of being in a Christmas mood. I mean, with the breakup and all that stuff, you're usually not that in the mood to be in a festive vibe. Mostly hope it's not dying. Yeah, I can't really make sense of it just yet either. I think calling it dying is also a bit far. I'm thinking. I guess we have to see and wait what they're doing. But with all the wording in the letter, I'm thinking we're not getting much. We are not getting much in 2025. Haha, me neither. Yeah, Wolf, it's kind of like this every year. Like every old person, like us, I'm 27, is like, it's Christmas again. How did that happen? Why is there Lebkuchen in September already? What's Lebkuchen in English? Let me check that. Let me check what Lebkuchen means. Lebkuchen. Gingerbread. Oh, okay, I could have known that. Gingerbread is up in September, and we are still confused about this, despite it. Hey, you are young. Yeah, I guess I am. But I have a Christmas party at the company tomorrow evening and the vacation for the rest of the year. Maybe get in the mood then. I hope so, man. Gingerbread. You're too late. I already checked, Wolf. You have to be faster. I just started playing ESO, so I hope it doesn't die. Yeah, me neither. I don't really get how they would let this game die, because I still think they have a gem in their hands that they should promote in a different way and approach it in a different way, get it a bigger budget. Then you can potentially even have hundreds of thousands of people playing. I think this game is like not at the end of the road, but they make it like seem like it is. How was your meeting you mentioned in the last personal video? Yeah, it was yesterday, Brooks. And we met at 4:30, something around this. And I was the first time ever I was like experiencing anxiety aside from my anxiety disorder, so that was kind of neat, I suppose. I was really anxious about this meetup, but it went quite well, actually. We stay split up, so that's the main thing that you can take from this. It was a very nice talk. It was bittersweet, actually. But the thing I've been struggling with the most in these past 4 or 5 weeks is not knowing. And now a lot of things are a lot more clear to me. And even when the situation itself kind of sucks, knowing what's up, at least a little bit better than before, is really helping. So I realized after yesterday, even when I came home, I was still single, but I was feeling so much better. So yeah, that went quite well, actually. I'm glad this is over with. And we kind of, we said we don't, or at least she said she doesn't want the relationship anymore. And I could go into the specifics of that, but I wouldn't even mind doing that, but we don't want to bore the people that are here for ESL content. So what I also can tell is that we are trying to figure out how and if there is a way for us to stay in contact, build a relationship outside of a romantic one. We are not sure if it's gonna be platonic or if there will still be like a sexual thing in this. She doesn't know. I don't know either. She's definitely way different than the last time I've met her, and she's clearly struggling with this decision as well. So there were some Andrew Tate kind of people in the comments of that personal video that I really disliked, because it's never that easy, and she didn't do the things she did because she wanted to hurt me. So yeah. Sorry, that went longer than I was hoping. ZeniMax is just out of touch with most players, but if profit losses can drive them toward a better operating model, then whatever. Yeah, I kind of agree. I think it's a bit of a shame that it has to be this way, that every time there's not money coming in, then there has to be a change. But I guess that's how capitalism works. I could rant an hour about capitalism right now, but I'm not gonna do that. I told you to get a dog. Yeah, man. I mean, I can barely take care of myself. How am I supposed to take care of another human being? Yeah, essentially. Another human life. Now, man, I can't get a dog because the thing is I'm living in a tiny flat, and the little guy or the big guy, I don't want a small dog, I want a big dog, would have to go out and be entertained a lot. And with me being in a 14-story building in the 7th story in a tiny space, that wouldn't be a very enjoyable life for that dog, and I don't want to do it to that dog. Glad to hear it went well. At least you now have clarity. Disregard the Tate guys. They are not serious people. Yeah, I didn't even comment on that. The thing is, when you are creating content on YouTube, you have this comment tab where there's always comments showing that you have not responded or hearted, you know? So they are always showing up, and I want them to be gone, but I don't want to answer this, and I don't want to heart them. So they're always showing up, and I'm like, well, I don't want to delete your comment because I don't want to censor this because I don't have a reason. It's not like hateful, it's just idiotic. And yeah, well. But yeah, clarity, it's not that clarity, it's more clarity. The thing is, because she doesn't really know a lot of the things herself, it's basically impossible for me to understand. But what it essentially breaks down to is like she's like changing as a person, you know? She's 22. I'm 27, so I have a lot of these things behind me already, thankfully. And she has not. So her changing in a way that made it impossible for her to keep on this relationship is a hard thing to accept for her and for me. Because it would have been easy if we just would have hated each other. Then it would be easy. I could just say what a B and be done with it, but that's not the case. It's complex. Yeah. I'm happy for you that it's going this way, even if it's still difficult, of course. Yeah, thank you, Wolf. I appreciate that. I'm not sure myself how I want to have this relationship or how it's gonna work out. Right now, I think if we are going to be only platonic friends, then I'm not very. I don't know. It's something that doesn't really fit into a how do you say that in English? Into a drawer? Do you say that? Into a category. So you have these categories of platonic friends, friends with benefits. You have relationships that are romantic. Then you have these polyamor stuff, open relationships, and just regular acquaintances. But what we would be trying, I suppose, might not fit into any of those categories. And that makes it hard because people are programmed to label stuff, so it makes that easier for them. And right now we don't really know what we want, because it's entirely possible that she doesn't want to be physical with me anymore, not because I'm ugly or something, but because the boundaries she has set for herself might be compromised when she does this. And yeah, it's like life is always, it's complicated. Get a plush horse named Waffles. I can't really do that, Dreamscon. You already have the Waffles name trademarked. No, but I'm gonna admit something to you that a few years back I would never admitted. But when I was like 2 years old or something, I got my first teddy bear. And that teddy bear is a monkey. And we had that show in Germany with a monkey called Charlie. It was a German show. It wasn't translated or anything. And me being 2 years old, I wanted to call that monkey Charlie, but I wasn't able to say it, so it became Carly. And so my oldest teddy bear, which is a monkey, but I guess you call it teddy, is 25 years old, and he's still around. And I'm gonna be honest with you, in the past 5 weeks or so, when I was like, I have felt this incredible loneliness, having him around was really helpful. It's actually not the only one. I have 3 more that are well, they are not really keeping the bed warm because, you know, how they are not really alive. But they have a soul, you know, that's what my mom always used to say. They are not alive, but they have a soul. And I kind of agree, because they kind of gotten personalities over the years. And with my ex-girlfriend, she had also a few of those. And we were like, every time we were going to sleep, we had like 10 teddy bears, you know, not always like super huge ones, but like small ones. And that was this whole ritual with them. They all had voices and different characters and stuff like this. And yes, I know what you're thinking, man. What the fuck? This guy's so weird. And yeah, I am. But that's fine. You know, that's fine. I can accept me for being a bit weird. And when we broke up, then it also meant that the teddies that she brought into this were also gone. And it sounds really weird, but this was also like a dynamic that was missing, because this was our ritual thing with these teddies. And yeah, she also said to me yesterday that she was having issues with her teddies to be a comfort for her, because she knew that I was always talking in their voice to her with them. So she couldn't really embrace them, because it reminded her of their relationship, and that kind of was a little bittersweet for me. It's different for everyone, and nobody's business what 2 people decide is the right dynamic between them. I agree. I think, but even if she and I agree in that regard, we are still people that like these sorts of categories, and it makes it easier to have an understanding of what to expect from a relationship with somebody else, be it just platonic or something else. So this is a huge like she was like, yeah, should we like think about what we are trying to achieve? And then I was like, we could think about this kind of stuff for months. And at the end of the day, I think we just have to figure stuff out by trying. We have to dare to make mistakes. Because what my point of view was like, okay, if we go like on to each their own and are thinking about this, how we can make this new relationship work, then maybe in 3 months we come together and haven't even talked to the other person in that time frame, so we couldn't even know what the other person wants, and all of the concepts we've been working out on don't really work. So my idea behind this was that I said, let's just see where we go and communicate well, and see when boundaries are reached, that we just let the other person know. And yeah, that's what we did, or what we are trying to do. Maybe I should start a Waffles Horse plush line. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I guess there's a market for this kind of stuff. Yeah, have Kali with you. That's so cute. Yeah. They even have socks. Some of them have self-knitted hats. My girlfriend knitted them. We even have a banana that she knitted. Wait, it's not knitting, it's the other thing, but I don't know the English word for that. God damn it. We just call it knitting now. She knitted like a hat and a scarf even, because they get cold in winter. Yeah, it kind of hurts a little bit, but yeah. Send you a link to cute horses if you can get those in Germany. They're the best companions. I'm gonna check it out later, Dreams Gone, but I think I have enough guys right now on my bed. That sounds really that sounds out of context. That sounds a bit weird. I have many guys in my bed right now. Crush it. Yeah, that's it. That's it, actually. Damn, I could have known that. We said that plenty of times. Crush it. Exactly, Sherlock. Thanks. I need to leave now. Have a nice evening, folks. Until next time. I don't accept that, but okay. Wolf, have a good one. See you next time. Hope you have a great Wednesday. Yeah, guys. What are we doing now? I guess we can complete the endeavors, but truth be told, there's just one, and this is an easy one. All of them are easy. And then, yeah, I'm already through with the stuff I wanted to do today, because I'm not gonna grind today. I was thinking about doing that, but first of all, it's 7 p.m. here in the EU, or in Germany, so all of the grinding spots will be contested. And second, double XP is gonna be tomorrow. Yeah, I can't start tomorrow morning because the event starts at 4 p.m. My bed is full of waffles. That's also a way of saying it. Message retracted. Oh no, but I've seen it, Peter. It was an emoji. By the way, I'm also like curious if we had ever at some point get to a point where there are like 30, 40 or even more people checking in on the stream. Then I will probably have to have a moderator or something for the chat, because if there's somebody dropping N-words, then yeah. 1:13 here, like AM or PM? Will you stream that early? What do you mean? Like 4 p.m. is not really early, is it? Also, I can't really. I was thinking about doing some streams where I'm grinding experience, because it's like a double thing that I can do. I can record things of this and make a video out of this. But I can't really start tomorrow morning, so I would have to do it on Friday morning. And when I stream in the morning, that's mean like when it's 10 a.m. for me, then that means East Coast US is like 4 a.m., so there's nobody awake at that point, and 1 a.m. on the West Coast, so perhaps there are people around. So it kind of sucks, you know, because if I would go like and stream at like 12 a.m. or 1 a.m. or something like this, then it's a perfect time for the US crowd to be watching. But that would also mean it's evening for me, and all these spots are probably contested because tomorrow people will grind out experience again. And for me, a local time would be perfect to do 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. because people work. So it's a bit, it's not ideal, you know? 1:13 p.m. Okay, so you are, wait a second, you're East Coast, US, huh? Huh. Or Canada. Okay, wants to duel. Yeah, okay, whatever. And we get the, kill me, come on. Hello? Yeah. And get the, Endeavor over. One more. Now I get my kill. That's just fair. Okay, cool. Then we got the. I can't wait till I move to the West Coast. 1 a.m. is usually not so bad, but 4 a.m. is sleepy time. That's coming from you, Dreamsgone. I've seen you being awake when I was just getting up at 9 or 10 a.m. and you were doing freaking Ritz. Okay, Sherlock is from Michigan. Okay, cool. Okay. Here it is, 8:16 p.m. Okay, let me guess. You're 1 hour ahead. So you are on the east side of the globe. I think it's not Britain because Britain is 1 hour after before us. Wait, how do you say that? Okay, so it's 7:17 p.m. for me, and in Britain I think it's 6:17. So when you are 1 hour ahead, you could be from Russia, somewhere there. But Peter Lottering doesn't sound Russian. So, Okay, okay. It's 7:17 a.m. here. Okay, that's crazy. Wait, that's 9 plus 3, that's 12 hours. Where are you? It's 12 hours behind or ahead. Are you like, is it the 19th for you or is it the 18th December for you? Because if it's like the 19th, I think you should be from Australia or like in the middle of the sea somewhere. I'm nowhere near Europe. Okay, so maybe Africa? Africa could be on the same time zone. I think like Morocco is probably in CET time. Or like Algeria. Maybe Egypt. Egypt could be 1 hour ahead. It's the 19th Rasta game. So you are either from East Asia or Australia. That's my guess. Okay. Close mate, New Zealand. God dang. Ah, was it is. It was close. South Africa. Ah, cool. South Africa. Okay, so South Africa. I think the language you folks speak is mostly English, actually, isn't it? Huh. Man, guys, I really hate that I still have to eat. I wish I could just like order food and then get something into my tummy and keep streaming the whole night. But actually, I wanted to do some gratin Is that how you say it? Gratin? It's not a lasagna, but a gratin, like with mushrooms and tofu and cheese and all that stuff. But it takes so long. And I really hate cooking. It sucks, man. My ex-girlfriend loved cooking, so it was an ideal scenario where I was doing the dishes. I mean, I hated doing the dishes, but it's just fair. It's mostly English and Afrikaans. Ah, yeah, cool. Okay, you know what, folks? We can. What did I do? The Miramore incursion today already? I am not quite sure. Apparently, I have not. Okay. Fight for the wheel. I wouldn't lie when I say I have done this quest, I think 50 times by now. Maybe even more. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, I want to do something with you right now. I just had that idea. I want you guys to give me a rating between 1 and 10. 10 is being extremely awesome, and 1 is like, I would rather eat my poop. And I'm gonna show you the Radiant Apex mounts we currently have, and you're telling me 1 to 10 what you think about them, alright? Okay, great. Thanks for participating. We're starting with this one. Fargrave Walker Welva. Of course, we have to check the stamina speed in inventory. This is the idle. Yeah. This is the mount up. And this is the rear up. Okay, so what are we thinking? I'm giving a 4. I don't like these Welvas because I think their running animation, I don't like it. Also, they're like so top heavy. This is like they have all their strength here in the chest area, and the back is like tiny. Rasta Gaming gives an 8, and Peter gives a 5. Okay, keep it coming. We're gonna switch over to the next one. I'm on the 4. But probably mostly because of the skeleton they are using. Okay, next up. We got the Glass Atronach Dwarven Spider. The mount up animation is pretty... Oh, cool. The mount up is pretty cool, in my opinion. I like that. It's flashy. Most people don't like it. Or, not most, I don't have any statistics on that, but there are plenty of people that don't like it. But I really like it. The rear up is quite nice too. The walk is like a bit funny, but in a humoristic, nice way. And yeah, I like it. I would give this a 6.5 or 7, I'd say. I enjoy that one. Oh, Rasta gives a 3. How can your opinion be so wrong, man? Peter gives an 8. Anyway, time to go drive. Okay, Drift's gonna have a nice one. Mount up animation could cause epilepsy issues. 3 out of 10. Okay, and now we are going to my favorite, the Miramore Shard Cinch. I'm bugging out on the sound right now. There should be sound. Sorry guys, you don't get sound. That happens sometimes. And this is I'm sorry that the sound is gone, but the sound is kind of cool too. And this is probably an 8 or a 9 for me. I really, really like this one. A mount up is a little anticlimactic, but it has the like the Cinch skeleton, so that has the animations for that. Also, my character, it's really buggy right now. Oh, now she's fine. Okay. I would potentially even get this for the Seals of Endeavor if I manage to get this one done. Peter gives a 10. Yeah, man. Haha. We are on the same page, my friend. Completely agree. I mean, I would probably not give a 10 because a 10, this is a 10 here. Look at that guy. Okay, we are. I still don't have sound. No, I don't know what to do now. Maybe a little reload will help out. Reload UI. I like it, but I hate the cheap-looking gold armor on it. A 6. Really, a 6 for the Sench? I mean, you're the kind of guy who gave the Dwarven Spider a 3, so interesting. No, I'm just kidding with you, man. I have to check the gold armor real quick when we are done loading here. We are going over to the Sunken Trove crate in just a second, so you can keep rating. Because I think the Sunken Trove things are actually quite neat as well. Okay, let's see if that was fixed. Crown crates, there we go. No, it's not fixed. Jesus Christ, why is this happening? Oh, okay, this gold armor. You think it? Yeah, okay, it could be a little more shiny. I guess I see where you're coming from. Yeah. Damn it, now I kind of have seen it. Damn it. Okay, next up. We try loading screen and see if this fixes it. We're going to Alienor. This is a nice place anyway. I hate spiders. Okay, yeah, I get it. I actually have a few spiders in my house, but like not as pets, but they are like sitting in the corners and stuff. And I'm always like, you know what? You don't do me any harm. Have a good life there. I even sometimes talk to them. I'm like, hey, how's it going? Did I mention yet that I'm sometimes a little weird? Do you guys talk to spiders as well? I think I read about this place. Okay, let's see if it was fixed. Let's check out the Sunken Trove crate. I have opened 15 of these. Of course, I wasn't lucky. Okay, this sound works. This one's boring in my opinion. I don't know. That doesn't click with me. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting it, but I would like rather have I think the Dwarven Spider. Oh wait, we have to. Okay, guys. Give me your numbers. If I had to decide, I think the mouth is like too slim. Oh, but with the stamina, speed, and inventory looks better. It gets a little mask on it. Does it shine more when it has that? Wait. No, okay, it doesn't. Unfortunate. Okay, I'd say a 5. I give it a 5. Peter gives a 9 again. For Peter, there's only the scale goes from 7 to 10. There's nothing below that. There's a spider on my wall. It eats up bugs, so I like them. Yeah, but at this point in the year, I don't really have bugs. It's too cold for them, so I don't really have any issues with flies or something. The thing is, with the spiders I'm having, they are constantly moving, and I have all these webs in different corners of my flat. And I don't have a vacuum cleaner yet. I'm getting one for Christmas. But even then, I would be like, okay, which of these is your home now? Because I don't want to destroy your home, you know. So can you like decide for a home so I can clean out the other stuff? And they can't decide. It's like, you know what? I kind of like this corner here as well. I'm gonna build a web here. I really like these Sunken Trove mounts, but for them to be great, you have to have the Sunken Trove weapons and armor also. Let's check that out. They are probably the Reefborn. You saying the Capture Chief, this one here? Or is there a different set for this as well? Okay, we have a 9 and a 7. I gave a 5. Let's go to the next one. The Coral Crawler Dwarven Spider. I already know Rasta's gonna give a 3 because he hates spiders. And Peter is probably gonna give an 11 again. And truth be told, I really like the coloring. I really do enjoy that. The mount up is subtle. The rear up is subtle, and the mount up is, yeah, something. I would say this is a 7 for me. I would say that's a 7. There's a costume in the crate, sorry. We're gonna check that out in just a second. The Nereids Seafoam Raiment. Maybe you mean this one. Peter gives infinite. Nice. Spider is a 4. Wish it was a crab. That'd be dope. Do we have crab mounts? I don't think we do we? Like in World of Warcraft, where we have that one that runs sideways. That's really fun. Okay, let's check out that costume real quick. It has visible feet though. I hate feet. But I can't really preview that with the thing. Yeah, it just resets. I hate that. Okay, sorry, you can't check that out. Okay, so the Dwarven Spider, the Coral Crawler. Damn, that's a nice name for a metal band or something. Gets a 4 and an infinite, and I gave a 7. Okay, that's solid. Let's hear your thoughts about the horse one, the Surfglow Corsa. Honestly, I kind of like the color, but the thing is, it doesn't really match my outfit at all. So I think this is playing into my perception right now. What did I give the Coral Crawler, a 7? Okay, I can't decide, guys. Rasta gives an 8 and Peter gives a 6. Peter, it's just a 6? I didn't know you could go that low. Gee, okay. I was about to say a 6 too, but then I thought it's too bad. I'm just gonna stick with a 6. Okay, we're not going the Apex ones. Actually, like pretty neat. They would be so much cooler if there would be a special mount up. You know? It's a bit unfortunate. That would be cool. I think the bear is kind of neat, but it's very similar to the one we got in the Golden Pursuits right now. I kind of like them, but if they would be a little more flashy, I would like them even more. Okay, I think... You know what? This Winterborn Wildhound Wolf, I've been thinking about getting this for months, and I think when I started playing in December of last year, this was already a limited time offer. So I'm not quite sure what they mean by this. They are so well versed in doing FOMO tactics, and this has been up for a year. And I'm not quite sure if I should get... Does someone of you have this one? Like, did you get it for gems? Because I think that's the only way. Maybe you can get it for seals? Nope, doesn't appear like it. You can... yes, you can. There you go. 9.6k seals. You can get it for seals. So did any one of you get this one? Because the thing is, I kind of like it, but at the same time, I think the textures are very low in resolution, right? It seems blurry to me, or is it just me? It's like, I like the rear up, the mount up. Damn it, I always mix that up. And the rear up is kind of cool as well. And obviously they have the wolf skeleton animations. Yeah, or the Winterborn Spriggan. I'm not a fan of the polymorphs. At least there's none that I am particularly interested in. So yeah, there we have it. Yeah. Now I got a sedge. Okay. Okie dokie. Gonna get my last sip of coffee here. So guys, who's gonna cook for me now? I really don't want to. I'm probably just gonna eat bread again. Man, being poor kind of sucks. Oh god. Okay, guys. What are we doing? I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, and when I get back, I hope you guys have some thoughts on what we're doing, and then we just check it out, right? Be right back. There we go, guys. I'm back. Make bunny chow. Mmm, what's that? Also, I don't want to eat bunny. I'm mostly vegetarian nowadays. Rasta, do you know if he has a Discord? Not yet. I've been thinking about getting one. For just chatting and maybe even hanging out in Discord channel and talking, stuff like this. But setting this kind of up is a bit of a task, actually. I'm not quite sure how much of an effort that is. And Peter wants me to do workout. Nah, man, I still have sore muscles from the day before yesterday. I'm not gonna work out today, I think. Maybe some ass workout. That's always easy because I have these fitness band or something that I can just use while I'm sitting, so that's kind of neat. It's a South African dish and it does not include bunnies. It's just the name. Ah, okay. I was already be like, so where am I supposed to get a bunny now? Okay, guys. What we could be doing. Oh, that would have been cool if I kept on the whole time. We can farm, I guess, because I need gold. Since we are chatting anyway, I can just farm and collect some data on the side. Also, we could grind, but I don't have an idea right now what we could grind that would be worth. So we are not getting double resource yield in the new life event. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the case. So we can farm right now because tomorrow it's not gonna be any more efficient. It's like curry with bread in short. That sounds tasty. I have to check that out later. Maybe I could put it on my list to cook. Hey, how's it going? Dog, what's up? I completely forgot to add you on Discord. I just realized it before the stream, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna add a dog real quick. But then my phone was somewhere and I didn't find it right away, and I was like, I don't have Reddit on my desktop, but I didn't forget about you. I didn't just not add you because I didn't want to. I just didn't get the chance yet. Yesterday I had a talk with my ex-girlfriend, which made me not really put much time into ESO yesterday. Actually, I did. Actually, I completed ESMOD, but I wasn't like working or something. Okay, so guys, we can check out a new zone. We can check a new farm route. Okay, guys. There's just 7 viewers, but all of these 7 viewers are awesome people. So this is what I'm gonna ask you. Give me a zone where you want to see a grinding, a gold farming, like for materials, if it's worth it. Give me a zone where you're like, is that worth it, farming there? I'm taking suggestions right now. If there are no suggestions, I'm gonna pick. It's all good, friend. Life takes its toll on us all. Yeah, I've seen a meme yesterday, which basically said, "Damn, it's already 2024. Time flies," and the response was, "Yeah, time flies when you're fighting for your life." I kind of find that funny because it resonated with me. Western Skyrim. Okay. Keep it going, folks. Western Skyrim, I can already tell it's probably gonna suck, but we're gonna do that if nobody else suggests anything. Craglorn. At this, it's 740, Doc, and Craglorn. Come on, I mean, I thought you like me. Nah, man, Craglorn at this time of the day is nah. I hate this zone even when it's not contested, but it's gonna be contested. 100%. You can have a look if you guys want, but it reminds me that I wanted to give you guys the Nurkrux drop rates, right? I I announced this like 3 months ago now. God damn. Ah, I need burn drop rates. Burn? I think you were yeah, Nern. Yeah. Yeah, I have like I think 2 hours of data yet. But I was focusing on other stuff, so I didn't really farm. Because these drop rates take so much data, man. They take so much time, and I hate Craiglawn. Every time I'm there, oh, I'm sorry, folks. Every time I'm there after like 50 minutes, I'm like, God, Jesus Christ, I don't want to farm this zone anymore. Please help me. Okay, so we have Craiglawn and Western Skyrim. I'm sorry, Doc, but we are checking out Western Skyrim then. Let's have a look at Western Skyrim then. That's up here. Let's see where we start. We can activate the filters real quick for smithing, clothing, wood, runes, mushrooms, herbs. Basically everything, I suppose. And then we are going into heat map mode. Maybe we don't have to yet. Okay, as you can see, I have not farmed much in this zone. So let's see, guys. But first, we need to equip our max speed build. And then I also have to set up DFT real quick so I can use this as data later as well. Okay, so /DFT. We are saving the bag. Now we can close. That should work. And now max speed build. All right, we are zooming now. And what we're gonna do now, guys, is I'm gonna grind and we're gonna talk. Dip-diddy. Probably mounting up is a good idea. So since I don't have any harvest map pins, this is essentially what I have to do first. Find all this stuff out. Okay, I think I'm gonna get rid of Zareth Var here because we don't want to see hear all these dialogue the whole time. And then we're gonna zoom through here and see if Peter put me on a path of pain or if this zone is actually good. Good night. Mountain flower, we pick this. Also, we are picking everything because since I am collecting the drop chances for furnishing materials, we kind of want that as well. So we have to farm useless crap like Lady Smog and stuff like this. I'm not getting chests. Oh, I think I can actually. I think that would not skew my numbers, so we can do that. Yeah, that's fine. That stuff like this doesn't go into my calculations, so we are fine. Just said it because it's a dead zone. Yeah, kind of, right? Nobody really does the how was it called, man? Harrow Storms. And so far, I'm not too unhappy. So far, I'm okay. But truth be told, it is very unlikely, in my opinion, that there will be a better zone than Betnik, quite honestly. Maybe Telvanni Peninsula is also really good. It's insane for runestones and stuff like this. So, yeah. Every time I try a new zone, I'm like, you know what? I would have probably gotten more gold if I just went to Betnik. Have you guys seen the Betnik is underappreciated video I made? There's a lesson in that as well. A lesson in Saxonian. I don't know if you guys seen it. Doc Santa has. Do you guys still remember, for those who have seen it, what the word was And do you still remember what it meant? I'm curious if my lesson has brought any knowledge out there. Okay, I know I just said I don't really hate it right now, but so far, right now, Columbine, nice. Yeah, then I went there and it was crowded. Ah. See, that's the thing. People have been saying that in the comments too, that it's so crowded. But I mean, it's fairly contested at times, you know? I'm not saying it's completely empty at all times. But since this is essentially probably, I mean, I have to do more testing. Essentially the best zone, I think it's not that bad, actually. So, See, Imp Stool, this is something like, you really have to, I mean, 45 gold each, and you're like, ah. But, as I said, we need the furnishing drops. We need the chances. So you get a good look at how I have to do this stuff. When I'm done with this, I open DFT. This is, by the way, short for Dolgobon's farming tools. And it shows me exactly what I farmed. And since I have done this resource node drop rate video a couple months, maybe weeks, months by now, back, I can reverse engineer how many nodes I have actually farmed. And from that, I can deduce the drop rate. So this is why the resource node drop rate video was produced to begin with. Because as it stands right now, there isn't really an add-on out there that does track the number of nodes you have harvested, and that kind of sucks. So I had to do it this way. Yeah, but then again, I'm not patient. I have like 300 plus surveys I can do. Yeah, Peter, I have procrastinated doing surveys for like 1.5 weeks, and I immediately regretted it. It was a pain to not do these. There's quite a lot of torchbugs around here as well, but nothing compared to the Fallen Grotto from the torchbug video the other day. Okay, I'm not convinced about the zone yet, but perhaps that's because I have no great route yet. So we will see. We will see. So apparently nobody of you remembers the Saxonian lesson I've been giving you, which is very unfortunate. I really made myself to a clown there. Oh, but I enjoyed it. This whole text, like the Saxonian for sexy dollars, creating that in DaVinci was actually a really lengthy process because I had to learn how to do this flaming effect. And even then, when I did everything right, for some reason, there was still like a little bit of a green outline, like from a green screen, despite the fact that I didn't even use a green screen. So it's still kind of screwed, but I don't know how to fix it. If you have been paying close attention to that, you might have noticed that behind the Saxonian for sexy starters, there's this greenish tint behind it, and I don't know how to get rid of that. I found your channel like 4 days ago, so... Okay, but that's cool that you're new. That is indeed pretty cool. Which video did you see that made you join? I'm curious. 6 days ago? No, 4 days ago was... Oh, the crate opening was 3 days ago, wasn't it? Was it from my mental health crap video? That would be fun. Woof woof. There's plenty of mobs here to get to the resource nodes. That kind of sucks, but you kind of have to get platinum. The torchbug one low. Cool. Yeah. That has, that was fun. I had hoped for more people to see it though. I think my thumbnail wasn't as great as usual. but I was really struggling with finding a good caption for the thumbnail. I was really happy with the meme, and please know I have kids. But the text, yeah, I wasn't 100% happy with it. I think I have a CTR of 7%, which in YouTube terms is all right. It's not bad. Some would consider it even great. But yeah, 1.1k views, I think it has. Just by collecting 5,000 of these, man. Okay, Fortunately, with collecting data for furnishing drops and all that stuff, we are not on a timer, so we're not doing the most efficient thing here. I would have to have a route for Western Skyrim set up beforehand anyway. Just going in cold. It's like something I really love to do, because like when you have to grind the zone for yourself for hours to find a good route, and then make a video about how much it is worth to grind this for 1 hour, you're essentially not just farming 1 hour, you're farming several hours, and that means there's plenty of more time that goes into this kind of stuff. And whenever I'm feeling like, okay, I really want to get content out there that is not like trash content, you know, like low effort content. I mean, low effort content can be quite decent. My mental health video was also like a very low effort, because I've been just talking over me collecting surveys. So low effort is not necessarily bad, in my opinion. Oh, I saved you. Okay, cool. I totally did that on purpose. But sometimes I'm like, okay, I want to get a grinding video out that is interesting for you if you can farm there, but then I have to like do 5 to 10 hours of pre-work to get there, and then edit the video for it to be interesting, and ideally have it on 8 minutes as well, so I can get some money. I'm thinking that perhaps I should test like 2 or 3 zones in one video and just do rapid fire data with some memes sprinkled in. So I'm not quite sure how I'm doing this. I have farmed 32,000 torchbugs, so you don't have to. You did? Actually? Did you track the data? Because I've shared this torchbug video on the subreddit as well, and for some reason people really seem to like that I did that. Usually not getting much upvotes when you promote your own stuff there. Let's make a screenshot, because obviously I have to track Psijic portal drop rates as well. And there was one guy in there who said that they did this with 1,000, and they came to the conclusion of Torchbug Thorax to be at a drop chance of around 16%. So that kind of checked out with my numbers, because I got to 15 and my sample size is a lot larger. So it is kind of confirmed that the drop chance is actually accurate. Like your channel is the channel, I didn't know ESO needed. Oh, that's sweet. That is very sweet. Thank you, man. Thank you. Doc, I didn't collect 32,000 now, I just collected 5,000. 32,000, that... You know, I was thinking about going for 10,000. And it would have made such a great title, you know, it would have been such a great thing as a video. It's like, damn, this dude farmed 10,000 of these, what a freaking lunatic. And I guess that would have been awesome, but the thing is, it would have taken double the amount of time, and the result wouldn't have changed. Because at this sample size of 5,000, and with it having a somewhat decent-ish drop chance to begin with, it wouldn't have profited off the result. So I just settled with 5,000. 5,000 is actually more than I initially planned on doing. I was thinking of like 1,000, then I was realizing, okay, actually it's not taking that long. I can perhaps do this with more. And then I settled on 5,000. I just did 5,000 because I felt like 3,000 doesn't sound good, 4,000 doesn't sound good either. So I was like 5,000. Okay, that sounds half decent. So that's why you have gotten 5,000. Okay, guys. I have to take a little sip of water here, because that always gets too short. You know, Peter, your comment about your channel's the channel I didn't know ESO needed is something like I should print out and put on my wall. Like, you know, there's these sorts of comments for every YouTuber that is starting out, and obviously I'm just a very small YouTuber despite having above 1,000 subscribers, which is awesome, and I can earn money through this. But there is, like, for all these small creators, there are certain comments that everybody's like striving for. For instance, one of the comments I have gotten in the past was, I don't understand how you have so few subs. That is insane. That is a great comment. Or someone said, in before your channel blows up. Also, huge compliment. And this is the kind of comments where you're like, okay, you're on the right track. So your comment here is, yeah, kind of like that. So I really appreciate that. It's really sweet. It's true, says Doc Santa. You mean what Peter said? The chat is like a little bit delayed. Or maybe the whole stream is. But I'm not sure if I have set it up like this. I think the stream should be undelayed, and I think this is just the default delay that we're already always having. Yes, okay, yeah, cool, yeah. I mean, Doc, I kinda got that from your support. Because every time, or like most of the time I create a video, you're always like, I like this in the video, and I would change this though. And the last time you have been commenting on the Torchbug video, there was no criticism in it. And I was like, damn, Doc is not giving constructive criticism, so he really must have liked that one. And then obviously your $10 as a donation, that was insane too. I was like, I think I saw it like when I woke up or something. I was like, gee, my first donation, woo! That was neat. Okay, so we've collected a few harvest map pins. Yep, ta-da. Okay, but truth be told, so far, Peter, I not convinced yet. Maybe we have to change in this area. Okay, now what we're going to that way shrine, and then we go over here and see if this is a better spot. But you could also do farming in pickpockets, stealing containers, stuff like this. Yeah, exactly. This is what I've been meaning to do for some time, that I wanted to set up a thief build. And I haven't really gotten around to that. Because, no, there's someone farming here. Okay, we're gonna switch. Because thieving might actually be somewhat viable with the champion point perks. And I really want to set up a whole armory profile for that. And I even have one left, because I already bought that actually. And so I just need to set it up. I like watching you suffer when opening boxes. I don't know how you got 2 radiant drops without a mount. Yeah, the sweet roll wasn't radiant though, I think. It was just Apex, wasn't it? Let's check that real quick. I think the sweet roll is, yeah, it's just Apex. Both of these were Apex. This is not the attire we got, because the crate is out of the store right now. But I think it was also just Apex. It wasn't Radiant. But then again, there's... Also, this is really hot, in my opinion. But it has open shoes again, so... Also doesn't really fit the theme of how I am portraying my character to be, so... Sorry, this is all the sexiness you're getting from this one, I'm afraid. Yeah, I like opening crates too, Doc. There's always this voice in my head that's like, you know, you're kind of supporting gambling here by creating this sort of content. But then again, when people watch this instead of opening crates themselves, but maybe that's a good thing. And then also a part of me is also like, if I do this kind of stuff and ZeniMax at some point sees me do that, maybe they are interested in working with me because I'm kind of promoting this kind of stuff and that's in their interest. Still, there's different aspects to that I'm thinking about. That's why you always see me mention that you should not gamble and stuff like this. And then again, I'm also thinking, you know, my viewership, all of them are 18 plus, a lot older, a lot. And I'm like, you know, I think those people know it for themselves. They don't need me to tell them that. Yeah. I think about this stuff more than I should. Isn't it? Do I? It's like, oh, neat. Cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think about this stuff a lot. I really don't want. I don't know if you like. You probably. I don't know if you know it, but I'm into the Counter-Strike esports, and the amount of gambling sponsors and stuff like this that has been promoted to pretty much unfiltered to even minors, I think is extremely dangerous because gambling is such an underestimated addiction that people can have. So I'm really trying to put this in a how do you say it, in a healthy way. I mean, you can gamble, but you need to know your limits. And essentially, gambling is always stupid. The bank always wins. Yeah. So I guess I'm kind of a hypocrite. A little bit. If you buy the crates with gold crowns, it's like a reward for gold farming. Yeah, I'm meaning to do this actually, but the conversion rates is so high that if, for instance, I want to get the 8,000 crown package for the Miramore crates with 25, we are looking at 2.2 to 2.5k. So we are looking at 16 to 20 million gold, around that ballpark, just for the 25 crates. And if I do a crate opening every month, I wouldn't be able to farm this much gold in that time period because I wouldn't be able to do anything else. The writs and stuff, they finance a lot of stuff. Like most of the gold I have is like from this. But 20 million gold a month it's not feasible without having to dedicate farming time into stuff aside from just doing writs. So yeah, Doc, I've been thinking about doing the conversion and buying crowns with gold. But I never really did because I knew I would pretty much cripple myself a little bit if I just spent all my gold and I would not be able to do a lot of the things that I'm doing for YouTube content. So, yeah. I make 20 millions a month on PlayStation NA. You make 20 million on console? What are you doing, bro? I mean, a console conversion on crowns is like 250 or something. Like not even 1,000 or something. 250 or 200 for one crown. And on PC it's like 2.5 or 2.2. At least on EU right now. I'm not sure what it is on NA. Yeah, Peter, I'm like, yeah, what the hell? Whenever I think I kind of know what I'm doing with gold collecting, there's someone coming around says he makes 20 million a month, and I'm like, okay, maybe I have no idea. Maybe that person should have started a YouTube channel, and it wouldn't be me sitting here right now. But then I realized, you know, you don't have to be perfect to do something that other people enjoy. So there is that. Furnishing plans and auction snipe. Ah, yeah, I hate auction sniping. This is really dull. Okay. Okay, yeah. I wouldn't want to do that. That's I'm already enough in these menus with the motive pages I'm collecting currently. And doing that even more. Oh no, man. Okay, going to do Ritz, trying to compute. Okay, Peter, I wish you best of luck, my friend. And all of the events have been crazy, like super crazy. Yeah, they have been getting a lot of gold out of it. These horned outfitters sold for over 50k. Yeah, when they first released, I sold them right away and then just bought them after the event was almost over. I bought a lot after the event has concluded in the hopes of it rising in price, but that was a mistake because it still dropped at that point. They are currently going for 10k, and I think I bought them at 20k, sometimes even to 30k. So I'm at a huge loss right now. Nah. What time is it? 8 p.m. Okay. Up here? Oh, that's so cool. I did the same for Ancestral Britain. I have a whole locker full of. Yeah, I just sold them because I've been burned before with keeping this kind of stuff and it taking ages for it to recover to a price that is worth it. And then I figured, okay, I don't want to sacrifice this amount of bank space just for the possibility for this to become more profitable. But I also used this to buy the Fire Song Sister's Guardian and some other motive for all 10 characters. So that's also like a gold dump I have been going for, despite the fact that these motives have not been on my list to begin with. But since I thought, hey, they are the cheapest they can get right now, let's just stack those on top again as well. There's a Psijic Portal. Screenshot time, folks. Neat. This is, by the way, also a thing. As you know, I'm collecting Psijic Portal drop chances as well. When there's a double resource yield event, I can't get any data from this because then there's double the stuff in these, and I can't clean that data out of these screenshots I'm taking. So I can't take any screenshots or can't make any data collection for resource drop rates when there is a double resource yield event, which always means that resource yield events are like bad for me. I saved companion jewelry during the Zenithar event and cashed in like crazy right before the new companions drop. Oh yeah, that was a good idea. We've been getting so many drops for the companion stuff. I was really confused about that a little bit because there was so much of these dropping, and the prices for them, they just crashed, man. They just crashed. Like, it was insane. They were not worth anything anymore. So they haven't been recovered, by the way, either. They are still very cheap because now the people have equipped their companions, and there's not really a need for this anymore. Can't you minus your data by half? That's the thing. No, you can't, because the thing is that how this works. For instance, Psijic portals, when you get like a drop of an Orbic Amber and it gets doubled, then it doesn't necessarily mean that you get 2, but you can also get like an Hakeijo rune. So it can happen, and it did happen to me, that I got in a double resource yield event. I got in one Psijic portal an Orbic Amber, that is 33k, and a Hakeijo, that is 25k. And it just happened because of the double drop. And this is also true for, not for alchemy. Alchemy would work, I believe. No, it would also not work for alchemy because you can get 3 items in a double resource yield event. And as you know, you can only get 1 or 2 if you have the champion point when there is no double resource yield. So you can see it's either 1 or 2, and in a double resource yield you can get 3. So that doesn't kind of doesn't make sense. And that means that in the system of the code or whatever, there is a decimal in this. There's a decimal. There's not clean numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4. There must be like a 1.7 in there. So when you get like a 1.7, then without a double resource yield event, you would get 2 because it runs up. But with a double resource yield event active, you would get 3.4, so it gets rounded down and you get 3. And that's how you get these kind of weird numbers. And if you are not able to follow right now, then I completely understand you. Because, yeah, I've been putting time into this, so I figured this kind of stuff out. So it's really not really transparent how this kind of stuff work. They won't recover. I think ZeniMax is going to change the way Companion Equip is going to work next year. I gotta bounce, friends. Have a great day. See you, Doc. See you, Doc. Have a nice Wednesday. I hope you have a great one. See you next time, man. Changing the way Companion Equipment is going to work next year. Yeah, I hope so, I guess. If they introduce like crafting Companion gear, that would be interesting. I always drink too little water. Last time I streamed, I was like sore and felt like getting sick because I wasn't drinking enough. Okay, Peter, you understand? Okay, that's great. I wasn't sure if that kind of makes sense. But yeah, this is the issue I've been running in plenty of time. In the resource node drop rate video, I also concluded that you can get 8 out of a resource out of a double drop event, and this is true, but it's also very rare. So when I conducted the data for this kind of testing, I went into this thinking that perhaps the chance of getting 6, 7, or 8 as a double drop is the same, but it's not. So that's why my hypothesis that I put up in the video at first was completely wrong. I said hypothetically it should mean you get 5.25 items each harvest, but you don't. You get less. Because getting 8 in a drop is less likely to get 7 or 6. So that's how we ended up with 4.72. So what do you think of Western Skyrim so far? It's not terrible, but it's also not great. I mean, I kind of talk to chat a lot to you guys, and so I'm not really in a very efficient mindset right now. So it would be a bit unfair for me to judge this, but I like the zone itself, you know. I really like being here. If it's worth it farming this, I think there is probably a route that you can take here that is worth your time. Unfortunately, I have not figured that one out yet. I've gotten it without the double drop event. What do you mean? I've gotten it without the... Okay, water nodes, we don't get those. They don't drop furnishing materials, so we don't care. Runestones always need... Ah, guys, right, I wanted to... See, this is also something I haven't not conducted yet, how much gold you get on average per resource node drop runestone node, because I was lacking data at the time. It dropped 8 without the event. Yeah, it can happen. 8 can happen without the event, but it's rare. That's what I'm saying. For the video, the resource node drop rate video, I had to, for the footage, I knew it was possible. I knew it happened to me. And then I was going out into the world and was like, okay, I just need real quick a footage of me finding 8. So I can cut that out and put that into the video. I shit you not, it took me like 100 harvests or maybe even more to get it. So this was the point where I was like, yeah, okay, this must be very rare to happen. And this kind of confirmed the suspicion that I had that there must be like a decimal working internally. Because if it would be like, if there's just a small margin of RNG that you can hit to get 8, for instance, the RNG decides that you get 7.6, which would round up to 8, and the RNG can only go to 7.6, then it's very unlikely to get 8 and more likely to get 7. So, unfortunately, I cannot watch into the code, so I have to kind of conclude this kind of stuff by testing. And this is why basically my channel exists to begin with. Also, you probably have noticed, folks, that the prices for hardwood have dropped significantly, and that's because the drop chance is really high now. I haven't concluded any numbers yet. Still working on that. Well, truth be told, I wasn't really collecting any data lately for that. But the first few data sets I have seems to indicate that the drop chance wasn't just increased by a few percent, but more like double. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting when the real data is concluded. Because before that, the drop chance was around 36%. That's at least what I have concluded preliminary. And it seems that the furnishing drop chances are actually different from one another. So, like hardwood has a different drop chance than ochre, the jewelry furnishing material, which I initially concluded that these should be the same because I felt like this would make sense for them to be the same. But it doesn't appear to be the case. So when we are finally done with the data collection for the furnishing materials, we will most likely see that these drop chances are different from one another. No, I don't want that. I'm gonna go get water and then I'll come back again. Okay, man. See you. Get some... Oh, I really would like Coke or something right now. Oh, should I go outside again and get it? You know what? I could also get a kebab or something. But do I have enough money? By the way, are there still people around right now that just listen? That are just listening and do something else? That would be very interesting for me. Damn it! Now I can be bothered. Oh, I want a kebab now. No, why did I think about kebab? Maybe I have to get kebab. But then again, I can't really stream much longer then. The struggles. Can someone send me a kebab along, please? Would really, really be appreciated, man. I mean, I kind of would have to dox myself with address and stuff, but kind of kebab's worth it, isn't it? I mean, we have kebab enjoyers in the chat. I'm not even sure if that's a thing outside of Germany that as much, because we call it döner, you know, and probably people outside of Germany will not really understand what that means. So it's basically kebab. And I think it's a huge thing in Germany, but not that big a thing in like the US, for instance. Despite the fact the US being such a fan of trashy food, and I'm thinking kebab would be such a great addition to that. It's really awesome. I love it. It's even like the instance where I actually buy meat still, because I choose ignorance in that instance. Dip dip dip. Can't stop thinking about kebab. Welcome back, Peter. We just talked about kebab. Do you know what kebab is? And by we, I basically mean myself, because the other 3 people that are watching are probably just listening in, and that's fine. We're not having too many viewers today. The stream on Monday we had like top was 15, so that was cool. But truth be told, ESO just doesn't rake in any numbers. On Twitch, I think the total amount of people that watch Elder Scrolls Online is like 800, around that. It's below 1,000. It's crazy. I mean, I get it that ESO is not that big of a game compared to World of Warcraft, obviously. But I would not think that it's this freaking low. Yes, I ate it like once or twice. Okay, you are South African, right? Or at least you live there right now. So it's probably not much of a thing there, is it? Like I just said when you were gone, that it's a huge thing in Germany. And it was even invented in Germany, I mean, by a Turkish person, I believe it was. But it was invented in Berlin, I think in the 80s or 90s. I mean, the döner was, I don't know if kebab was a thing before that. But I don't know if you guys have a word for döner or if there's a word in that in English. So I'm just saying kebab because that's what people understand. It might even be the same, I'm not quite sure. Yep. Okay, I don't even have to sprint anymore and still do it. I'm max speed without sprinting, but it feels wrong to not do it. Hey, Columbine, we take it. Whitecap, we hate that, but we need it anyway. It's not so big here, we have something similar. What's it called? I think when I'm sometimes ordering food, there is a restaurant that specializes in African food. But I'm kind of picky eater, so whenever there's like some culinary experimentation, I'm always like, I think I'm just gonna stick to the classics, and I really miss out on some cool stuff there, I think, sometimes. Yeah. Maybe I should order there sometime when I still have money and not just 20 bucks in my bank account. I don't know, I find it so funny that I'm so poor, but I guess you have to make the best of it. Societies. Let me Google that real quick. Sorry, folks, for everybody who's just checking in. I need to check societies. Google societies. Okay, that looks. I should not have gotten and looked at this. Oh man. Okay, so yeah, okay. This is essentially just I don't know what the beef. Okay. Oh man, that looks. Fuck you, man. It looks so tasty. I want this now. Have you ever tried biltong? No, I have not actually. Like I said, I'm culinary speaking. I'm such a barbarian, you could say, I suppose. Because whenever like I'm scrolling through Uber Eats or like this, I'm always like, first of all, I'm scouting for discounts. There's this cool burger store at my place around that does this 2 for 1 pretty regularly. So that's very awesome. Usually get like you can get one burger is like 10 bucks and then you get 2 for that. It's insane the prices nowadays. I remember back in the day when you can get that for like 5 bucks. I mean, obviously there wasn't like the best quality food, but it's not like the quality has improved. It's just the pricing that has gone up. And it's also not like the animals are any happier. This is still from complete garbage food plants. So yeah. Also, like on the stream on Monday, nobody has mentioned that I had not the in-game sound on. So when I was watching through the stream after it went to the channel page, I realized there was no sound on it, and I was like, why did nobody tell me that? I did not mean for this to happen. Everything's so expensive, not gonna lie. Yeah, is it for South Africa as well? Did you get hit with the after COVID and stuff that it was getting so much more expensive as well? Because back in the day, I was like, I could when I was ordering food for like $30, I could eat like almost 2 days off of it. And when I do it now, I have like maybe 1 day tops. And even back then, I find it pretty expensive. I was paying so much money just for ordering food because I was a lazy dude. I mean, I was still drinking back then, like alcohol. I'm not doing that anymore at all. So I had this hangover day the day after drinking, and this was always the day where I was craving like burger or something like really, really bad. So I ordered a lot. It was quite a time. I was like, what, 22, 23? I mean, it's not that long ago, but it feels like a different life nowadays with all the progress I've been making in the past few years. On January the 9th, it's 9 years ago that I have drank alcohol the last time. So yeah, there's that. I'm still a smoker though, so that kind of sucks. It's kind of the thing that I want to get rid of at some point, but I've been basically chain smoking the last few weeks because of the situation I've been in. My lungs really hate me, and yeah. If you can, never start smoking. But I guess that's what everybody says, right? And I really, really would like to have new hardware. All of this. I know you guys get a very fluent 60 FPS, and in the top right it says 80 FPS for more, but there is something off about this. I can feel this. And I've been watching my stream back, and I've seen that the stream looks more fluent, more smooth than my actual gameplay, and I don't know why that is. Well, congrats. I've kind of started drinking on January last year. I mean, I guess that's something you can put into a calendar as well. Yeah. Nah, man, it's all good if you like if you don't overdo it and you know the risk of drinking alcohol, then it's fine. Everybody can decide this for themselves. But I had like an abusive relationship to alcohol for a bit, and as part of my therapy, I was kind of forced to quit. And then I did that, and I didn't start again because I was so used to not drinking anymore that right now I'm like, I don't really see a reason why I would want to start again. And also, I don't really want to break the streak, Even when I have the full year, 4 years completed, I'm probably not gonna drink. Because, I'm quite weird when I'm sober already. And I feel like when I can achieve a form of weirdness when I'm sober, then why would I need alcohol? So, yeah, that's a bit where I'm coming from right now. I feel like, also like, I've been, after the breakup, I've been like trying to compensate with Tinder and OkCupid and stuff like this. First of all, I don't feel it anymore at all. Like, I used to compensate with dating and stuff like this and just screwing around, you know what I mean? And just, I don't really get it anymore. So I've been trying this out and not really getting anywhere. But what I've noticed, when people my age, like 22 to 30 or something, like half of their personalities is about drinking alcohol. It's insane. Like how many people are posing with a drinking and in their description always talking about, yeah, you can always find me with a beer, and this is like half of their profile is talking about alcohol and drinking. And I'm like, I mean, come on, it's fine if you drink alcohol, but if you make half of your personality from that, then I'm like, you're a freaking loser, man. Just more drinking for me then. Yeah, I guess so, Jimbo. But I don't think I would have drank anything away from you. I mean, I guess I kind of miss the taste of beer, so the alcohol-free beverages are not really there. I mean, they kind of work sometimes, but they're not really there. And I mean, you guys know I'm German. So I'm German. We have quite the great beer around. There's plenty of options you can choose, and you're basically always getting something halfway decent. And I don't think that's the case for the US or other people. But what was I about to say? I was reading chat. Damn it! I'm not supposed to do that. Yeah, drinking beer. Yeah. Also, I kind of miss like this losing control thing, because I'm like somebody who likes to think a lot. And when I was like drinking, I was always not thinking much, and I was just sometimes a little more myself. But I think in the last years, I've been able to achieve that by just not drinking and being accepting myself more. Honestly, the near beers are the best. I'm 38 and the hangovers are so hard on me. Yeah, that's what I'm actually someone I'm always already I was also someone who has been suffering from hangovers quite a bit, despite the fact that I was so young back then. There were people who were drinking, I don't know, 10 beers in a day, and they were fine the next day. And for me, that was always like, after 5, I'm done. I'm like, there's nothing more getting in there. I guess I'm a small person. Like my height, I'm not really tall or something, and I was pretty light back then as well. I mean, I'm still, but still, I gained some weight, fortunately. So I was like, I was drunk very easily. That was, I guess, good for my purse. And the people who've been able to chug like 10 beers, I was like, what the, you know. And the hangovers, yeah, they don't really get better when you get older, do they? So this is something I really don't miss. And actually, what's pretty funny about this, when I the first period of time when I stopped drinking, I was drinking a lot of alcohol-free beer. And what happened when I was like out on a party or something, I was drinking like 3 or 4 of them. And I had this placebo drunkenness. That was very fun because the association was so hard and so hardwired into the brain that I felt a little drunk when I was drinking alcohol-free beer. And that was nice. But second, I also had this placebo, or it's rather called nocebo in that regard, hangover the next day. And can you imagine that? I was drinking alcohol-free beer and I was getting hungover from that. And I can't really tell if that's still the case. It could also be like that I just really didn't, that the beer wasn't really well on my stomach or something. But I was not drinking alcohol and I was still hungover. It's I can't really tell if that was still the case because I don't drink alcohol-free beer anymore. But yeah, well, it was quite something. That was quite something. Also, like the other day, on Sunday, the last Sunday, there was the major final for Counter-Strike. Spirit versus FaZe, and Spirit won 2-0, 2-1? I think 2-1. Yeah, they won 2-1. And I've been planning on a watch party for this for like 5 weeks or something. And unfortunately, like the final was in Shanghai. So it was at like 10 a.m. for me. And I was like asking 3 friends, one of whom didn't have time. The other one didn't really care about the game, and she would have just come along when the others would have come. And the third one said basically, yeah, I'm on a party the day before, maybe I make it. And I was like, okay, so apparently it's more important for you to get hammered the day before instead of joining your friend that has been thinking about doing this watch party for 4 or 5 weeks, which was also shortly after the breakup, and with them knowing that I was doing terribly, I really felt that, and that made an impact on how I see this friendship right now. It's probably just dehydration, which is what a hangover is. Yeah, I think you're right, Jimbo. I think that was what this was. I think that's actually the case, yeah. But I was getting a weird tummy when I was drinking alcohol-free beer. I don't know what it was. I was like, I didn't have that with beer, but with alcohol-free beer, I was getting bloaty, I think. So my body didn't really like that. So this was also part of the reasons why I kind of went back from like 4 beers, alcohol-free beers on the nights to just 1 or 2, and now I don't drink them anymore at all. I mean, I would probably if I would go out in pubs and stuff like this, but this is on the to-do list with my exposure training and stuff like this. Hello? Alrighty, Peter. I don't know if you're still around, but I'm probably gonna call it quits now for Western Skyrim. We're gonna make it to the next way shrine, and then we're gonna check out how much resources we got. And I need that for a data evaluation. So I will have to record that as well. I hope that works. I think I did it, I mean, recording while I'm streaming, but I think it should work. When's the, yeah, next way shrine, just a few steps away. I'm still here. Ah, great to hear. By the way, why did you not bring me a kebab yet? I thought we have talked about this. I would even give you the money back. Like, you know, it's like $8 in Germany right now. There was a time where a kebab was €1. It was just a brief period, but I was alive back then. I was like 8, and there was kebabs for €1. Huh. Do you have tempered expectations for the future of ESO in 2025? Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. There were a few sentences in the letter that basically screamed to me, we are not getting much in 2025. Like this sentence, while we are in a transition period. This is like something you would say when you are trying for people to understand that there is a lot going on, so we don't really have time to do the kind of content that we usually do. So I'm worried a bit, yeah. I'm pretty worried because the first content we're getting is in March, and that's not really content like many people expected. It's just going to be a visual overhaul for Betnik, Stros M'Kai, and Blickrock Isle. Yeah. Bro, it's 9 p.m. I don't know where to get it this time of night. Is there like not something open for you? I mean, I think I could go outside now and there's probably still something open. You know, guys, I think I should probably do that in the next minutes. I think I'm gonna do that actually. Because I really want kebab now. But first, we're gonna check out the DFT results. We are going to check view foreign items, and this will make this give us all the data we have gotten in this time frame. Oh, that's quite a lot of stuff. And I have to record real quick, folks. Start recording. There we go. Okay, now we can scroll through this. Okay, almost 100 rubedite, 183 rough ruby ash, 159 ancestor silk, rubido hide scraps as just from the kills, so not from the resource nodes, palladium, alkahest, also both polarized orbic amber. I have to memorize that I have the screenshots for the Sigic portal so I can clean the data from this, so I'm not confused with the runestone drop chances. Bust, mundane runes, hardwood, okay. Nightshade, yeah. 7 luminous ink, that's pretty lucky, actually, that's pretty high. Platinum dust, not much. unfortunately. Yeah. Okay, 10 mountain flowers, 6 columbine. This took us 56 minutes, and it was valued at 92,515. That's not good. Just to put it out there, you know, with Betnik being on 217,000. I mean, okay, truth be told that I got lucky with the Psijic portals in Betnik. So I can stop recording that now. Okay, that should be fine. Truth be told, that I was very lucky with that. So maybe it was just 150k without the luck. But yeah, this is not great. Pretty much 1 hour for 90,000 gold. It's not good. In South Africa, everything closes at 6. Oh damn, that sucks. What are you getting? Jimbo, I want to get Döner. Or kebab, depending on where you're from, if you're not getting what that means. And actually, I think, guys, this is gonna be the time to go into the questions. If you have any questions, then now's the time to ask them, because this will initiate the end of the stream. So if you have any questions, shoot your shots. And then I'm trying to get a kebab. I hope I still have money on my purse, because if I don't, I can't really afford it right now. And then I have to eat bread, I suppose. So I really would like to have a smoke right now, but I'm smarter because smoking gets the appetite down, so I should not do that. Smoking sucks. When will you stream again? That's a good question, because I don't have a schedule. I would get a schedule if we like have like dozens of people watching, then that would be feasible for me to do. But right now I just stream whenever I want to. But my thought is that I want to stream a little bit of the New Life Festival event, because we have double XP. So I'm thinking that I will probably test some grinding spots out. Truth be told, though, I don't have any prepared yet, so I would probably just go to the zones I've already know that are great farming spots. And I would probably also do it like in the morning, because 10 a.m. for me is a great time to do this kind of stuff, because then there's not many people playing, and when double XP is up, a lot of people would try to do what I do. But since most people have to work, and I work on YouTube and streaming and stuff, I have the time to do that. So to answer your question, Peter, probably on Thursday or Friday. Wait, Thursday is tomorrow. Not tomorrow, probably Friday. Oh, dinner. Do you speak in English to reach a greater audience? Yeah, definitely. There is a German ESO streamer and content creator that is doing quite well for himself. But truth be told, I would play the game in English anyway, and most of the communication is in English anyway. And I have been consuming media in English for many years by now, that it felt a lot easier to connect to the whole community globally, to not just get a German crowd, but everybody from around the world. And this is insane, because like this, we have people from South Africa joining in. You wouldn't get that with a German stream. So I really like that it's not a greater audience just for my reach and money and all that stuff, but also like the people that are around are all from all over the world, and that's cool. Would you ever stream on Twitch? Yeah, I would, but I have to set OBS up for this to work. Also, like, streaming is really hard on my PC right now. As I said before, oh, I'm sorry, that was probably very loud for you. Sorry, guys. As I said before, this is really stuttery for me, at least way less fluent than what you are seeing. For you, this looks smooth. For me, it's very stuttery. So I want to stream on Twitch. I don't know where to stream, honestly. Obviously, I want to have the biggest reach that I can get. But the Twitch niche for ESO is very tiny. There's like 800 people watching ESO content at any given time. And I don't think streaming is something that I would be doing if I would be after the money. I'm streaming for you folks because I have fun with it and I like to interact with you and maybe get a crowd that I wasn't getting before, but it wasn't really that loud. Did you bang your knee against your desk or something? Nah, I have this microphone right here, and there's this how do you call it? Telescope thingy that it's attached to my desk and reaches to me basically, and it's basically reaching over my arm that is on my mouse. So I'm sometimes touching that, and sometimes when I turn my head, my headphones interact with it as well. Yeah, I think it's about 800-ish people watching here, so that's about right. And even like, and that splits up to several streamers. So like, decent streamers get like 100 views. And the thing is, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I would love for this kind of stuff to be my full-time thing, but it isn't. I mean, it is, but I'm not making the money out of this. So I when I would like go into ESO streaming, that's kind of I don't know. I would rather have it on a side thing than to do it as a main thing. So I suppose it's kind of, I don't know. Basically, I'm just telling you guys that I'm not gonna stream the whole time because only 50 people are watching it. So that might sound very unlikable to you, but I'm gonna be honest, that's the case. So I'm rather focusing on videos about ESO and maybe other niches outside of ESO. I have a few plans about that, with essay form videos that still have like crossover to ESO. Like I would like to have a video for vertical progression in MMORPGs. So ESO is a great example for that. Yeah. Alrighty. More questions, people. More questions. Go ahead. Go ahead. I can put the old gear on again. Oh, oops. Do we have everything? Yeah, I think. Oh yeah, that's totally understandable. There's no reason to invest time into an avenue that doesn't make that much money. Yeah, I mean, I don't need to be like a millionaire or something, you know? I don't care about this kind of stuff. I'm not even sure if I want to be a millionaire, and if I would become a millionaire, I would probably not be a millionaire for long. Like the numbers that a Shroud or Asmongold or something rake in. Nah, I would like to have a living, you know? And I've talked about this. I'm transparent about this kind of stuff. For instance, like the last crate opening, I paid $70 for that, and I got back like 12 maybe, or like 15, and that's just because I had a donation of $10. So this video itself just made me $5, and I paid $70, so I lost 65. Do you think there is a bigger amount of money to be made from surveys or nodes? Surveys, definitely. How's that a question, Peter? I mean, the surveys drop a lot more of the resource you are collecting. I mean, the surveys, they don't drop the furnishing materials, so that's something you should be aware of. But essentially what one clothing survey translates to is to around 180 Ancestor Silk. And I'm gonna spoil you. Okay, since there's only 6 people watching, and this the VOD, not many people will see, but I can tell you that the drop chance of refining the data I have collected for that, but don't tell anyone, you know, is actually around 6% for a legendary upgrade material. So whenever you upgrade, refine 10 raw materials, you have about a 6% chance to get a legendary upgrade material. This is the result that we'll get into the refining drop chance video that I am working still on. This will be probably a big one. So you heard it here first. So yeah, to come back to the question, you get basically one legendary upgrade material from each survey. So if you have one clothing survey, that basically means on PC EU, that translates to about 10,000 gold for the Dragwags, and with the other stuff that's coming with that, so probably like 11k. The least profitable ones are the woodworker surveys, because as I said, they don't drop the furnishing materials, so you're just getting the ruby ash, and the rosin is really not worth much. So getting these over with is always a little bit of a pain, but you get, because you're not getting much. Just to give you your own comparison, rosin on PC EU is 650 gold, maybe 700 gold. So you're looking at a woodworker survey that gives you like 700 gold, maybe 800 if you're lucky, compared to a clothing survey that gives you 11k. So there's miles of a difference. So yeah, also jewelry crafting is also really good. Your secret is safe with us. Will you be bringing more of your humor to the future of your videos? I want to. And the thing is, adding this kind of stuff into videos takes so long. It takes so long to get a delivery and a pacing just right to make it work. You know, because I have all this data I've been collecting, and naturally, of course, I could give you all the data, but I need to figure out how to make it enjoyable. And that's why I always want to put humor into it, but I also don't want to force it, you know? I don't want to act like I'm funny or something like this. I don't want to be this. I just want the stuff to come out like it would in real life as well. And that's basically what you're seeing in my videos. This is all the things that I would be saying in real life as well. It's not different. I'm just myself here. What videos do you have planned on releasing next? The next one is gonna be the first of the 2 Tales of Tribute videos. Yesterday I have started the script for that, and I voiced the first part of the script. That's 6 minutes in right now. There's nothing in the editing page yet, but it's probably not gonna be too much effort. And I'm always saying that, and then the video takes 40 hours to produce. So, you know, I could just release a talking video and just put some whatever background footage, but I also kind of want to match it a little bit with the things that I'm saying. So, I'm hoping it's gonna be done this week. That's basically gonna be a rant video about how much I hate the game, Tales of Tribute, not ESO, Tales of Tribute, because I've been playing this for more than 40 hours in a span of 2 weeks. Yeah, that's what you're gonna see next. And after that, I'm not sure yet. I really need to get started with the refining drop rate video. I have all the data. I have parts of the script already that is already in a way that should be entertaining, but already the intro will take so much footage and editing and music and stuff to soak you in. It's a funny idea that I have for the intro, but I've been procrastinating doing it, so I really have to get going. But to be more concrete, the second Tales of Tribute video will be the drop chances from all the different, what's it called, the coffers you can get from playing this game. Because I have opened, I would say, around 150 of those. Something, maybe more. It feels like a gazillion. But I can't promise that it's gonna be the next one after the next one. So, I tried working on an upload schedule, but I don't know, I guess I'm just crap at this kind of stuff. But I've been trying to pump more content out the last 2 weeks or so. And I'm trying to find a balance between quality content and quantity. So yeah, you can always suggest stuff in the comments wherever. But ideas, I have plenty. I would rather need someone who can edit stuff for me. Alrighty, folks. I'm calling it quits here. I hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday. You get the week over with quite well. I enjoy streaming with you guys. I appreciate all of you who have been joining in today, who have just said hi and had to leave again. I still appreciate that. Take care of you guys. Take care of yourself, guys. I will see you this week with the Tales of Tribute video. And yeah, take care and bye-bye.